I am an anti-capitalist, an anarcho-communist. I believe that anarchy and communism are intrinsically linked and cannot be separated. You cannot use one without looking at it through the lens of the other. And I believe in human rights. I think that you and yours deserve access to your basic needs without having to depend on your income level or social status. I think you and me and everyone that is alive and everyone that will be alive in the future deserves to have a quality life and deserves to be happy and to be able to pursue their passions without having to slave their days away, without the boundaries and the barriers of having to have a title or a professional status to help people or to do what you want to do. I think that everybody deserves to rest and to have lazy days, quote unquote, because I don't believe in laziness. We are too wound up in productivity and in hustle culture that we forgot how to have fun, how to use our imagination, how to be childlike. I am an avid childist and a staunch anti-adultist. And what those terms mean to me is that childism is like feminism, empowering children to take their power back and to seek equality, because they are currently seen as subhuman when in reality they are our equals. They are not our inferiors. They are not less than, or they don't know less than because they've lived life less. Children deserve to be heard just as much as adults. I believe that adulthood was made up in order to limit our imagination, in order to separate on a very arbitrary scale, because adulthood is seen at a different age from depending on what part of the world you go to. And it is made up to make us think that we have to grow up and we have to get out of this imaginative mindset where we see everything from an innocent point of view, everything from a creative point of view. And so I believe that to regain access to our human rights and to our basic needs, we need to use our creativity, our childlike mindset, be staunchly anti-adultist, because we live in an adultist world where adults are seen as the supreme leaders that know everything and for some reason are given the authority to lead people, to tell people what to do, to dictate how people live their lives, to be able to hoard wealth, even though we know that hoarding is a disease and it should be treated. And when you're poor, hoarding is looked down upon and it is judged and it's discriminated against. But when you hoard money and when you hoard wealth and when you hoard material goods like cars and houses instead of like trash and cups and collectible items, you're seen as something to be glorified and something to be looked up to. So I think we should realize that rich people are human too, and that they aren't some supreme being that gained their wealth and their fortune and their fame by earning it. They just either got lucky, or they inherited it, or they exploited people, or a combination of one or all three of those things. And in order to even the playing ground a little bit, we, the people, must regain our power and realize that it's not an us versus them. It's not a rich versus poor. It's a humanity versus inhumane actions, versus accepting, giving greed a prize. That's the virus. Humans are not the virus. Hello, my name is AK, and I am a queer polyglot that was raised in Texas and Mexico. I grew up with immigrant parents and had a very specific experience with religion and homelessness, and I've lived so many different kinds of lives. I've had many privileges. I've had many privileges taken away from me. I've experienced homelessness on many occasions. I have also interacted with many people from many different backgrounds. I used to travel the world full time while interacting with many different kinds of students. I worked with so many people of so many different kinds of backgrounds, like waitressing, like restaurant work, managerial work, CEOs, people that had their own companies, people that were employees in so many different kinds of companies. And through all of my life experiences, through every up and down, all the roller coasters, all the craziness, every experience, all the interactions that I've had with people that just hurt people, all the interactions that I've had with people that help people and are generous and are amazing, has all taught me so much. So, land back, fuck borders, we are all equal, no human is illegal, ACAB, fuck ICE. We aren't free until everyone is free. No justice, no peace. ACAB, free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, free Hawaii, free every single oppressed person, which is all of us. We are in this together. We got this. We can demolish the human rights paywall. We can take down the monetary system. We can use community as our new income. We can rely on each other. Love you guys. Thank you for being here.